Yo, we're getting the Lippisch in game, but no, don't worry, it's just a mod. Just to use a mod, it doesn't mean anything. Let's try and do this gun run in the cockpit, which is going to be a bit difficult when you don't have an aiming reticle, you just kind of got to wing it. I think we're on fire. Oh yeah, we're on fire. Okay, here we go. Rocket takeoff in the glorious German P.13a. Revolutionary change to aviation, showing the superiority of the Delta Wing innovation. Engine to full power. Rocket booster ignited. Commence forth for a new age of aviation. So, for those of you that don't know, the P.13a is a coal-powered plane, and it definitely has a really unique design. It's got like a delta wing, but then also you've got a gigantic tail section, which is where the pilot is sitting inside. Now that is unusual, because normally the pilot is sitting up front in a plane, except he's sitting quite far back. And I was wondering, how does this affect the center of gravity? Because when you rotate the plane, the pilot is a bit out from the center, so it must feel a bit disorientating. Notice that when I do an aileron roll, even the tail section is involved right now. I don't know if this War Thunder model is historically accurate, but that could check out potentially. Like if you do want to do an aileron roll, why not use the rudder as well? Like for this, if I do solely the rudder, ailerons are fighting me now, but you can use the rudder and ailerons and you could turn very fast on your axis. It does have a rocket booster. I do not think that was historically accurate. The coal jet worked similarly to a pulse jet, I think. Like you needed air blowing through the engine for it to produce proper thrust, so there could be a reason that it needed a rocket booster, but I don't think it worked like that in real life. And to be honest, I do think this was just a paper napkin plane. Like Lippisch was working on a plane and just wanted money to produce something cool and that, you know, it would work. I think also he wanted to give work for his students so they wouldn't be recruited to go off to the front. So they were working on this plane that could change the outcome of the war using coal as a fuel source, you know, in times where oil is scarce. Note also that you do not have any landing gear, as is typical with German late war design, because landing gear is heavy and complicated, and who needs that faffing around when all you need to do is just take out a single B-17 or B-24. Do I think it would have produced much thrust? I don't think so. There's a reason we haven't seen many coal-powered planes at all. Like, this flew, but only in glider format. And in real life, I don't think even the test model had guns. The proposed was just... Yeah, that's why you boom and zoom for the formation, not casually follow by. I'm not sure, to be honest, if these are 30 mils or 20 mils. Because whatever sources you read online, they're just pulling it out of their ass. They don't actually know what it is. It was heavily based off the glider design, so that is why you don't have the landing gear. And you can see that giant skid underneath for gently landing. And when you look at the cockpit, you definitely see what I meant when I say glider design. Alright then, so looking at the cockpit, very simple design. And it reminds me, like, when you look at glider videos on YouTube, you sort of got this curved display like this. And you got the simple gauges you need. You got your horizon there, speed. Don't know how accurate this actually is. Notice the lack of an aiming reticle though. I'm sure that would have been amended IRL, but again, I don't think it's even got close to actually entering, you know, production. I think we're being turned into Swiss cheese. Let's check on the model. No, we're still going. This isn't an official Gaijin model, so the damage model is not really that good, to be honest. But that's not the point. It's just kind of funny to fly this plane around in War Thunder. You can see the markings, you know, for the C-Stoff and T-Stoff on the skin there. Bit hard to read. There we go. That's used for the rocket motor, but did it have one IRL? I don't think so. Do I like it as just a silly, goofy plane? Yes. Because how many planes do you fly from within the tail section? With the tail section so big, it kind of feels like it's wasting space. Like it must be generating quite a bit of drag for the stability it adds. Advantages of delta wings, they tend to work very well at high speed, but also at low speeds they can generate lift from their giant wings. That's probably about as well as it would have gone in real life. Such a weird design. Now Lippisch did actually end up going to America and working on multiple planes, but I'm really stretching my memory now. And surprisingly, you can find his lectures on YouTube, which is insane. Like, the guy that made this plane went on to work on other planes that basically looked like delta wing planes. But delta wings, but they got this funny gigantic elevator, all of them. And yeah, like I said, go find his interviews on YouTube. They're educational videos on the basics of aviation and such. It kind of feels like in Hearts of Iron 4 when you find out like some of the people in the game are still alive. This plane was not made for ramming. No. I do not think ramming was part of the itinerary, other than like jumping out of the plane, but that would be utterly useless. Germany at the time is like, no, make war machines, and it's like, I want to make a plane. My plane design is cool. If I just say it's going to be warplane, then they'll give me money in it and leave me alone. I still want to know more about the coal-powered engine. Because if coal-powered engines worked for planes, we have not seen it replicated. Unless you guys can prove me wrong, I've not heard of more coal-powered planes. Hell, we don't even have coal-powered cars. We gave up on that a long time ago when we moved to combustion engines. So if coal dust was viable, why haven't we seen more of it? There, that's what it would have been like IRL. Approach the bombing formation, take out like one plane, maybe a second, and then die. I can put in that audio like, what? It went by like we were standing still. I'm pretty sure the audio is faked of like, you know, Americans seeing ME-262 for the first time.
What was that? What the hell was that? It went by like we were standing still.
I'm not showing you the dynamics. Like, the reason I haven't been like going on about speed, climb rate, armament is that it's all BS. It's all made up magic, especially the implementation in War Thunder. They might have just copied another plane's flight model when they put this plane in the game. But overall, the design though, I just think is quite fun. And that's what I want you guys to enjoy. Here we go, boys. Look at that, we've got more thrust. The engine's burning even more efficiently. And we're totally not burning up. That's just a byproduct of the coal engine, isn't it? There you go, that's another historical use case, I suppose. In greater context, should this be added to War Thunder? No, I really don't think it should be. Goofy ass plane. Maybe if it was to be added to War Thunder, it could be an event. Maybe. But I think there are many other planes I would rather see in the game than this thing. Because this is a very paper aircraft, made by a guy just trying to make planes, made a napkin design with the intention of just keeping his students from not going to the front lines. I don't think this seriously we're going to let this thing see combat. I don't even know if they tested the engine setup. I know they tested the plane as a glider without any guns. But the coal-powered engine I don't think was air tested. Right, let's try and intercept from the left and gun down 4 planes. We got 1 out of 4. This was intended to be a bomber hunter if it did see service. It would not be an aerial supremacy plane. It would just be hitting those heavies because they were decimating Germany. There you go, took out 3 in that run. Gunned the one in the lead and rammed one of them on my final way out. I definitely don't think this thing was intended for ground attack. Just high altitude bomber interception. What kind of old history ass stuff are we seeing when the P-13A is engaging USS Fletcher? The History Channel called, they're saying this is too bullshit. Might as well mount the German X-4 rocket to this as well, why not? Since we're doing paper designs, might as well just add whatever we want, it doesn't matter. Yeah, this climb rate, absolute bullshit. 40-degree climb rate, not happening. Let's go for the second in the formation here. Oh no, scratch that, actually go for third. Oh, pilot's injured. Let's use the rocket booster to help go a bit faster. This is going to be way too steep of an angle. Although it'll make me really hard to gun down on the way in. We're going to approach from the side, I reckon, this time. Maybe it'll give us more opportunity to spray the formation as we close in. Because diving from high angles is good, but you can only like nick one plane at a time. Maybe if I come in from the side, I can hit more of them. Oh, that's way too steep to the side. Oh well. Here goes nothing. The P-51 escorts aren't able to keep up with me. I'm just whizzing for their formation, wreaking havoc. Okay, I'm going to try and get 2 this time. It's risky though, I'm not coming in as fast as I wanted. That's 1, and leave the formation. Like, this is me locked in now, actually trying to do well with the plane, rather than being completely suicidal. Let's get the lead. Ooh! For the dying breath that took me out, maybe if I'm lucky I could ram one last time. Nope, burned up. We're not making it home either. You can see why speed is so important for engaging the bomber formations. If you're flying slow, they will just gun you down. You need to approach at high speed and leave straight away. Let's see, I approach from the side, like diagonally from the side, and then I close for an intercept. Clipped his wing, but now we're going too fast. Can I hit the guy in the front? Yes. Activate the booster for more speed. Don't want to dilly-dally on the intercept. That leaves one B-24 left. Just one. That's it. That's the last B-24. Okay, where's the airfield? Down there. Let's get landed on there and see how it works. No air brake. No flaps. No gear. Just ailerons and a rudder. So, notice no gear. We're going to have to rely on sort of that skid similar to the ME-163 style, except this does not extend. This is like a good old-fashioned glider. Yeah, that landing was a little bit rough. Oh, the canopy opens. I didn't know that. That's kind of neat. It's got a little hinge. Cool. There you go. That's how you get in and out of the plane. I don't think this is how it took off either, though. Some German planes that are landing skid. This has a takeoff skid. Yeah, I presume that it would have been like launched either like a V1 with like an explosive, you know, charge to help sort of slingshot it into the air. I don't think it would have had taken off from a tricycle takeoff dolly. My best guess would be like the V1 approach. Because V1s couldn't propel themselves up to speed using their own motor. They needed to be accelerated at that speed, and then they could take over. Yeah, I'm going to land the Lippisch again this time. Let's see if I can land it a bit shorter. Because this is a glider. I mean, look at that cockpit. That is just pure hobbyist glider. That flare's almost a bit too steep. There we go. Gently does it. Ease it down. Landed in a much shorter distance this time. Canopy open, and now my pilot can rest for a bit while he's rearmed. Let's activate the rocket booster too. We'll take off quicker. Real German pilot experience 1945. Fuck it, 1944 as well. I want to try and hit those lined up B-24s. Oh! Oh! I clipped one! Recover it! Recover it! Use the tail section, it's huge! Hang on, we should be able to recover this. It's not a flat spin. Warfunder's treating it like a flat spin, right? Activate the rocket booster and full 100% motor. That should push us out of it. Okay, what if I make it worse into a faster spin? Oh, for fuck's sake. War Thunder is terrible at calculating flat spins. Well, the P-51's removed our rudder anyway, so we're cooked. Hey, look at that! We got enough speed to finally exit it, but we've lost all but one aileron. Like, I don't even know how we're moving upwards, to be honest, because we need both ailerons to be able to elevate. Because this plane doesn't have any elevators, it's like the Horton 229. You need both elevators if you want to go anywhere. So yes, thank you Americans for apparently removing enough of my plane to allow me to exit that spin. It's a miracle that my cursor is aiming as accurately as it is. You did not hear of me, the loss of the P-13a Lippisch. Damn! Even in death I can't, sir. Yo, no scope! No scoped! Oh baby, I hit the lead MP24 with a no scope!